Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to read you a story called Garden Helpers. And this is, I believe it's the last story in our Unit 4 Nat Geo. It's a big book, a really big book. Ooh, look, what do you see? Isn't that a cute little ladybug? Ladybug is on the flower. I wonder what it's doing. So I'm going to read this story, and then we've got a couple of pages to do in our Nat Geo workbook. But like I said, this is Unit 4, and I'm pretty sure this is the last story in Unit 4 because we're almost done with that workbook, aren't we? I've got a title page. I'm going to skip that just to save a little time, and we're going to start here. I might have to back up because this is a very big book. I have to put on my glasses too. Okay, not all bugs and worms are pests. Some bugs help your garden to grow. So boys and girls, did you know that? That sometimes we don't like, I don't like mosquitoes and flies and insects like that, but some insect or bugs are very, very helpful and they're good to have in your garden. Some are not, some will eat your plants. Okay, so we're gonna learn about the insects that are good for your garden. Okay. Earthworms make garden soil rich and healthy. So see the worms in here? I'm going to turn this so it's not quite so big. This looks like in the garden, these are growing underground and they are radishes. They grow under the ground like a carrot does and then the stems grow up. They're really good to put in a salad. I like radishes. So the worms, look what they're doing because they crawl in the dirt and they crawl in and out and in and out. What they're doing is kind of stirring up the dirt, aren't they? Okay, and they're weeding in and out and then I hate to say it, but they're going to the bathroom and they're leaving that all over in the dirt too. It actually helps fertilize the dirt. Okay, healthy soil helps plants grow strong. Soil is the same thing as dirt. Now you can see, here's the radishes. They're growing underneath the ground. They're growing down in the dirt where the roots grow, and then their stems go up, and then the leaves go up in the dirt. Okay. Are all bugs garden helpers? Some are and some are not. Aphids eat plants. So boys and girls, this is, oh my goodness, you see so many little teeny tiny aphids right here. Okay, they're hard to see. They just look like little dots. Okay. These are aphids here. Those are easier to see. Can you see those aphids on the stem right there? Well, the aphids are going to eat the plant. They're going to eat the leaves. So do you want aphids in your garden to eat the leaves? No, you do not. But a ladybug eats aphids. Ladybugs keep the plants in your garden safe. So you know what, boys and girls, in the spring when you plant a garden, you can even go to the garden store and they will sell ladybugs. And they'll say, put these in your garden because ladybugs will not eat the plants. They'll eat the aphids off of the plants, and then that helps your garden, right? Here's a really close-up of the ladybug eating the aphid. Green lacewings also eat aphids. Young lacewings are called aphid lions because they eat so many aphids. That is really a pretty insect, isn't it? Look at those beautiful wings. I know why they call those lacewings. They look like lace, don't they? Dragonflies eat flying insects that can hurt plants. Some dragonflies can eat and fly at the same time. Oh, I did not know that. Here's a dragonfly. It has a damselfly here. It's flying and it's eating it while it's flying. Okay, so another good insect for your garden is a dragonfly because it eats insects that can harm plants. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. Praying mantises protect the garden plants from bugs. They eat any bug that they can catch. So here's a praying mantis. And you want a praying mantis in your garden. Not many bugs can get past these quick hunters. Okay, so if you get a praying mantis in your garden, it will help eat the other bugs that might be after your plants. There are many different kinds of spiders. Some are big, some are small. Spiders can help in your garden too. This spider catches bugs in its sticky web. It keeps bugs away from your garden. Oh, here's a spider in the web, and here's an insect. I think it's grasshopper. It got stuck in the web, and the spider's gonna eat it. You know, some of them, they don't really eat the insects, they just suck out the juices from them. Okay. Caterpillars eat leaves on a plant. They are not garden helpers. Stink bugs eat the caterpillars. So I like caterpillars, but you don't want caterpillars in your garden because they will eat your plants. But if you get a stink bug in your garden, it's a beetle, it'll eat the caterpillars, and then the caterpillars won't eat your plants. Caterpillars grow into butterflies. Butterflies are garden helpers. They carry pollen to help more flowers grow. So what they do is they land on the flowers, and on the flower is this kind of fuzzy stuff called pollen. Sometimes if you touch a flower, you'll get the fuzzy stuff on your fingers. Okay, right here, see? And so the butterfly's feet land on there, and then the pollen gets on their feet. See? It's right here, there's a close-up. And then butterflies fly away, and that pollen flies off, and new flowers will grow, or it can grow to another flower and pollinate the flowers. Last page. Remember to thank the garden helpers that help your plants grow. Okay, so next time you're working in a garden, in your house, or someplace else, or in your yard, you can thank the good, helpful insects, and the other ones we don't want, right? We want them to go away. Okay, that was a good story. That was actually science, wasn't it? So I'm gonna pull this closer and put this down. And if you open up your workbook, okay, you can see there's only a few pages left. We're gonna finish them up this week, right? Before we get to that comprehension page, we're gonna do this one. And we're going to read sentences with our new sight word that we worked on in Zoom yesterday. G-O spells go. Okay, you also see it up here in the corner, go. Okay, the sentences are pretty easy, but I just did want to show you that these are the sight words that are going to be in the sentences, okay? Here's a super easy one. I, remember this one? Here, remember this one? And then I-N is a sight word, but it's also a sound out word. You can go in. Okay, now we're going to read it. You know what I'm going to do today? I showed you this where I like to underline. If you guys will underline those sentences, if you take a picture of this page and put it on your Seesaw Journal page, then I need to know that they read it, and there's nothing that you're supposed to do over here besides maybe color it. So if I see that it's underlined, then I'll know that they read it, okay? And you can read it, or you can send me a video. It goes like this. I go in here. And there's a picture of a girl going into the school. I go in here. And we stop at the period, right? Here's the second sentence. Can I go in here? Now I see a question mark. Okay, so when you see a question mark, the little girl is in the classroom. And her teacher's standing there, and I think her teacher's going to say, yes, come in, come in. Can I go in here? If you want to, you can even write Y-E-S spells yes. You can answer the question. This says C-M. Now, I don't know if we've had that. I don't think we've had this word, but you can sound it out. H-M. See him. Here's our new sight word. Go. Now I see an exclamation mark. You know what that means? We don't read see him go. It's like see him go. Look at, he's eating at the table and eating. He's hungry. See him go? It just means see him eating. Okay, now and. Can I go in here? The doggy's looking at the bakery. Can the doggy go in the bakery? No way, right? We don't want a doggy to eat all the food in the bakery, all the cakes and cookies and pies. And the last one is just says, I go and go. I go and go. Okay? Here's the doggy. Here's the boy. Looks like maybe he's running. I go and go with the exclamation mark. So this is just a reading page. The directions say just to read the sentences and talk about the pictures. Okay, now I'm going to tear this out because the one that I really am interested in today is this one. This is the comprehension page, It says we want to draw a picture of the main idea of the story and some supporting details. So actually we don't have to draw a picture because the words are right here in the middle. Okay, this is like in the center circle, a graphic organizer. In the middle, it helps you organize your thoughts. It says some bugs are garden helpers. We learned that, right? Now, 4 supporting details are things that you learn from this story to help support the main idea that some bugs are garden helpers. Do you remember one of the bugs? I do. Ladybug, right? And the reason the ladybug is a garden helper is because it eats aphids. So I'm going to draw a plant with some leaves and a whole bunch of aphids. And aphids are bugs that are going to eat the leaves, right? So I'm just going to draw a whole bunch of aphids all over this leaf. Uh-oh, right? If the aphids eat the leaves, then our plant's going to die. So we want ladybug. We want some ladybugs on our plants. Here's my antenna. The ladybugs has black. They're red with black spots. Here's my ladybug. The ladybug is going to eat the aphids. I'll make another one later. Okay, do you remember another one that eats bugs? Oh, how about the spider, right? That was a good one. I'm going to make a big spider web, and what I'm going to do is I'll start out with a big X. See my big X with another line? Looks like I'm making a snowflake, but what I'm going to do is go like this. Or you could just do a circle. Look, does that look like a web? I think so. So we've got a big spider in the web and 8 legs. The spider has 8 legs. And other bugs get trapped in the web, right? Like flies and mosquitoes and even the grasshoppers and different insects. So I'll make some other insects. They're going to get trapped in the web and the spider's going to eat them or suck the juices out of them. Okay, so I might have to finish that too. I got my spider in the web. I'm going to finish that picture in a minute. What was another one? I'm actually going to go back and look a little bit. There was a green lacewing, also ate aphids. Oh, you remember the dragonfly? The dragonfly catches other insects that might hurt your garden, and it can even eat insects while they're flying. Look, I'm going to take a peek at that dragonfly. It has, all insects have 3 body parts. So I'm going to make a head and a thorax, which is like the chest, and then the abdomen, the body, and then I'm going to make some big wings. Okay, here's my dragonfly. And the dragonfly is flying in the air, but it caught another insect in its mouth, and it can eat it while it's flying. I think that's so interesting. So maybe it caught a beetle or another kind of bug. Okay, see, the dragonfly is eating the other insect that might have hurt the garden. We need one more. So I'm actually, remember the praying mantis? The reason they call it a praying mantis, it has these 2 arms that stretch. It kind of looks like it's praying. The two long arms go out like that. It looks like it's praying. I'm going to draw a praying mantis. There's the body. It's got big hind legs like this. And it's got the big arms that come out like this. And it also dragonflies, praying mantis protect the garden plants from bugs. They eat any bug that they can catch. So I'm going to draw a praying mantis catching a bug too. Here's the antennas, and it's got a bug. All right, I might go fix these pictures up a little bit because it's hard to do that. So I got a praying mantis, a spider, a ladybug, and a dragonfly. Now I might even write those words. You don't have to, but I want you to pick 4 insects that will help your garden if you have these insects in your garden. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to stop. That wasn't very much, but this video is already about 15 minutes, so we'll do the other pages tomorrow. All right, good job.